18th, 2021. Let's begin with the Pledge of Allegiance led by Commissioner O'Grady.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hey, John, our old friend Mark Kovac is with us today. Look at that from the Dispatch. Welcome back.
Good morning, Mr. Kovac.
All right, as a reminder, this is a public meeting, and this meeting is being recorded. We kindly ask that you maintain the same level of decorum as if we were meeting in person. Finally, for those who are calling in, please be sure to have your phone muted by pressing *6. We appreciate your cooperation. This morning, we have the honor of having Bhuvan Packerel with us today. He is the first Bhutanese American ever to be elected to public office in the entire United States of America, when Reynoldsburg voters chose to have him serve on the Reynoldsburg City Council in 2019. It is an amazing honor given that he and his family fled Bhutan just a decade earlier amid an ongoing civil war with Indian separatists. May is Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month, and we asked Mr. Packerel to tell us a little more about the Asian American community, which has a diverse population, including thousands of residents from the Far East, Southeast Asia, and Indian subcontinent. So please join me in welcoming Councilman Packerel. Is he on here? See him. There he is. I see my friend. How are you? Good to see you.
Welcome.
Thank you. And namaste, and thank you for inviting me here. And thank you, Judy, for making all this arrangement. So first of all, again, my name is Bhuvan Packerel, and I am in the country since 2009. So about myself and Bhutan, there's a little bit of correction is needed there. So Bhutan is a very small country in the Southeast Asia between India and Tibet. And in the year 1990, the government of Bhutan, not the Indian separatists, but the government of Bhutan forced out people who are from different faith groups, different culture, and people who were practicing different traditions. So that were Nepali-speaking Southern Bhutanese were forced out of the country and forced into the refugee camp. And we were in the refugee camp for 18 years. And some of the members of the communities were in refugee camp for 26 years before coming and resettled in the United States. So in that process, we were resettled in Colorado Springs first in 2009 and moved to Columbus in 2014. And in 2016, there was a big change in my life. I always call that the biggest thing ever happened in my life. That is, I became a naturalized citizen in September 18 of 2016. That's a big day ever had happened in my life. I always called that being a citizen is more important than anything, even God, because you cannot choose what to pray and what faith if you do not have a citizenship right. And our citizenship right was taken away, snatched away by the dictator, the king of Bhutan, and the United States of America and people of this country and all of you, you gave us that right and we're enjoying that right today. And in that process, always, if any one of you have not gone to a naturalization ceremony, I would request you to please go and attend those naturalization ceremony. And the naturalization ceremony is always presided by the federal judge. And he told two important things on that day. I don't know whether he tells that to every other naturalized citizen or only in my case. I don't know that part, but I remember two things. That is, as a citizen, newest citizen, congratulations. And you have two very important responsibilities as a citizen of this nation. One is to vote, and the other one is to run for public office. So I consider that as an order by the federal judge. So ever since I vote every election, and I also need to carry out the order by the federal judge. So I decided to run for public office in 2019. I won, and I'm the first Bhutanese American to be elected in the public office in the United States. So thank you, America. always grateful for this nation, what it has done. So about the Asian American communities. So in Central Ohio, we have the largest Nepali speaking population. I'm including speaking people from various different countries who are Nepali speaking or Asian communities. We have a very, in Central Ohio alone, Central Ohio is the only city, or Columbus is the only city which has the highest Bhutanese outside Bhutan. So,
Really? Okay.
and we are, our number at this time is, we are predicting this, an anecdotal number. I think we'll be getting a little bit more concrete number by the census. But again, the census is not accurate because everybody will be put in one group. But around 38,000 Nepali speaking individuals in Central Ohio, that is our predictions. And this big surge is happening from all throughout the state. United States resettled 88,000 people, but they were in 35 different states. But last 10 years, almost all the people are moving to Central Ohio. Like I moved from Colorado, people from Arizona are moving, people from Georgia, everywhere they are moving to Central Ohio. And the movement is now towards the eastern side of Columbus, like Reynoldsburg, Pascagoula, Heath, that's what is happening. And there are many things happening in Central Ohio by the Asian American communities. Last Sunday in Reynoldsburg, we opened a new restaurant, Himalayan Heritage Restaurant that was opened by Bhutanese immigrants. They came to the country in 2010. And last 10 years, they bought that building. They did not rent. They bought that building and opened the new restaurant. And Reynoldsburg has now 4 Bhutanese-owned Nepali Bhutanese restaurant. That is a big change in the last 5 years. At the same time, there are also some challenges going on in our communities. One of the biggest challenge that we are facing every single day is cultural barrier, and that is a language and interpretation services. There are many services provided, but that's still being a big challenge in the community. And with that one, with the COVID coming up, we found there's a lot of communication gap. I was there in the commissioner's Facebook Live and YouTube Live programs that you have done. Many of those things were done in English, and many of those interpretation, translation services that was very, very helpful. But even then, there is a gap of information because most of those things are done in English, and majority of the population who are suffering is the one who speak only certain languages. I don't want to say only Nepali because there are Asian communities, very, very diverse. So people in the community speak many other languages. So that is one challenge. And finally, there is also, I would like to bring one more thing up to you, which is not only the Franklin County situation, but like last year around this time, we are going through very high COVID situation in the community. Today, Nepal and India is going through a very, very tragic situation. And this morning, I got a report that Nepal has an infection rate of 24.4, which is much more higher than the very highest one there was in New York City was there. And the death rate in the last 24 hours in Nepal is 214 people died because of COVID last 24 hours. And that's been going through very difficult time. And we are also praying for them and also doing some fundraisers so that we can support people of Nepal and India at this time.
Well, oh, John, you want to go ahead, John?
Councilman Pacquiao, it's great to have you with us today. You know, we are also praying for the folks back home. It's having you here. You know, it's unfortunate that you had to flee your country and come here, but having you here is to the benefit of the residents of Central Ohio and in particular Reynoldsburg. It's great to that you took the words of the federal judge to heart and decided to run for office. So I've been to a few of the naturalization ceremonies. Judge Sargis, federal court Judge Sargis, is a good friend and has been a good family friend for many, many years. And so he invites me on a regular basis to come come to the naturalization ceremonies. I've been to one that he did at the old Veterans Memorial Auditorium, and then also one in his courtroom just before the pandemic started back in, I believe, in 2019. And so they are fantastic ceremonies. It's an honor to be there amongst folks that are being naturalized. And Boone is absolutely correct. If anybody gets an opportunity, they should definitely take advantage of being there when people are being naturalized into this country. It's something you'll never forget. I definitely need to get the information on these Bhutanese or these restaurants, these Himalayan restaurants that you're talking about. I'm gonna have to make it out to Reynoldsburg and check them out. But I know it's still a far cry, but when you're talking about a place on the other side of the globe, the closest I can tell you that I've been is, when we were in India, we were in New Delhi, and I believe in my travels to India back in 2011, New Delhi is the closest that we came to your home, and that's in the northwest part of India, but it's still probably just several hundred miles from your home. And so I didn't make it to your home, but I did make it to that's the closest place on the globe that I could have possibly gotten. So it's great to have you with us today and to have you tell your story.
And I'll just add too, thank you for what you're representing in Reynoldsburg. Reynoldsburg is a great community in Central Ohio that is diverse and has a rich history of growth and progressiveness. And so that's illustrated by your election of just how progressive the folks of Reynoldsburg are. And we really look forward to this continued relationship with you. 30,000 Bhutanese Americans in Central Ohio is substantial. And together, we can really create an environment that is inclusive, encouraging, and certainly progressive. And that's why we created the New Americans Advisory Council to make Central Ohio a great place to live, work for everybody, and you've got to help us make sure that that is the case for every person that calls themselves a resident of Central Ohio. And we appreciate that partnership and appreciate you and what you represent. You are the future. You are a part of why Central Ohio is such a great community to live in, and I can tell you as a person who's lived here my entire life, we haven't always been this progressive. Central Ohio has changed over the years, and I'm proud of how much we've grown as a community. And it's easy to see the brick and mortar buildings and all the different things that have grown in Central Ohio. It's another thing to value and appreciate the diversity that's grown in Central Ohio, and that's where we are. And so I thank you for all you do. Thank you for, on behalf of the folks of Reynoldsburg and certainly the people of Franklin County.
Commissioner Boyce is absolutely correct. This is not the Franklin County that we grew up in, that's for sure.
Yeah.
We are both very, very proud of it. I should
agree.
also note, by the way, that while that's several hundred miles, it is several hundred miles across the Himalayas. So not exactly next door in miles, but not exactly a short trip. So it's great to have you with us today.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for joining us, and give everyone at Reynoldsburg City Council our best.
Thank you.
Take care. Okay, we'll get right to our agenda. First, is there a motion to approve the minutes of the May 11th, 2021 general session, the May 13th, 2021 briefing session, and the May 10th and 12th, 2021 administrative briefings?
Move approval of the minutes.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Voting Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Thank you. The minutes have been approved.
Thank you. First up, engineer.
Resolution number 36121, establishing, altering, and widening of Frank Road, County Road number 125 at Brown Road, County Road number 142, Hardy Parkway Street and Frank Road, County Road number 125 at Brown Road, Township Road number 142, Franklin Township, Franklin County, Ohio, declared necessary.
Good morning, Commissioners. My name is Cornell Robertson, Franklin County Engineer. Commissioners, this first resolution is in the southwest part of Franklin County. in Franklin Township where Frank Road intersects Brown Road, Hardy Parkway Street, and where Frank Road intersects Franklin Township's section of Brown Road that extends to the south. This is a cooperative project with ODOT, utilizing federal safety funds to replace a signalized intersection and a stop-controlled intersection with 2 roundabouts. Pedestrian infrastructure upgrades and access management will also be implemented. This resolution is the first in a series of 2 to declare the project necessary. Happy to answer any questions you may have.
There are no questions. I'll move approval of 36121.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 36121 has been adopted. Resolution number 36221, resolution authorizing a 1-year contract with Dove Building Services to assist with cleaning at the Franklin County Engineers Facility at 970 Dublin Road in the amount of $8,000.
As stated, this is a contract with Dove Building Services to assist with cleaning of our main headquarters at 970 Dublin Road. Quotes were solicited and reviewed by the Franklin County Engineers Office, and Dove was determined to be the lowest and best vendor. Dove Building Services is a certified EVE company. Pending any questions, I request your approval.
If there's no questions, I'll move approval of resolution 36221.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Thank you. Resolution number 36221 has been adopted. Resolution number 36321, plans approved for the replacement of the structure on Olentangy River Road, 11.40 over Carthart Ditch, Sharon Township, City of Worthington, Franklin County, Ohio.
This bridge replacement project is in the northwest part of the county in Sharon Township and the City of Worthington along Olentangy River Road over Carthart Ditch. With this resolution, I am asking you to approve and sign the title sheet so we can schedule construction probably in 2022, but possibly this summer. If not already, I'll deliver the title sheet to Clerk Hindling to route to you all. I respectfully request your approval of this resolution.
If there's no questions, I'll move approval of resolution 36321.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 36321 has been adopted. Resolution number 36421, plans approved for the replacement of the structure on Olentangy River Road, 11.62 over Linworth Road, Sharon Township, City of Worthington, Franklin County, Ohio.
This bridge replacement project is also in the northwest part of the county in Sharon Township and the City of Worthington along Olentangy River Road over Linworth Run. This project is just a little bit north of the previously described project. And similarly, with this resolution, I am asking you to approve and sign the title sheet so we can schedule construction, also likely in 2022, but possibly this summer. Not already, I'll deliver the title sheet to Clerk Hindling to route to you all. Respectfully request your approval of this resolution.
If there's no questions, I move approval of resolution 36421.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes. Yes.
Apparently Dean has frozen up.
Give him a second.
Commissioners, just one moment. I'll bring my device down to Dean. Hold on just a moment, please.
Okay.
This may take a while.
Hi, commissioners. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Apparently, I'm going to be Chris Long for a while. I don't know what happened, commissioners. I apologize.
No worries.
So I did.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Commissioner. I did successfully get 2 yeses on 36421, and I am in possession of the title sheets, Commissioner.
Excellent. Okay, we'll keep moving then to economic development and planning. Thanks, engineer.
Resolution number 36521. Resolution awarding a loan agreement with the Community Housing Network for the Touchstone Field Place Apartments Housing Project in the amount of $600,000.
Morning, Commissioners. Mark Paxson. Lori Sutherland of the Community Housing Network is on the line. Should any questions arise for her? The Touchstone Field Place Apartments Housing Project will result in the construction of a 56 one-bedroom unit apartment complex. The project will serve low-income individuals who have histories of homelessness and disability. The project is located on a 6.3 acre site at 2565 Lockbourne Road between Refugee Road and I-270. Total program cost is approximately $13 million. The project is funded with $600,000 in home funds, the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. Funding of this project has been approved in the county's 2020 action plan, the HUD, has met all requisite citizen participation requirements. Pending any questions, I respectfully request approval of this resolution.
John, you're on mute.
If there are no questions, I will move approval of resolution 36521.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 36521 has been adopted. Resolution number 36621. Resolution authorizing the assignment and assumption agreement of the Community Reinvestment Area Agreement between Franklin County DRCS LLC and the Columbus Regional Airport Authority.
Good morning, Commissioners. Josh Roth, Senior Program Coordinator with Franklin County Economic Development and Planning. This resolution concerns an industrial development project in our Canal Boss Community Reinvestment Area. It's the area to the west of Rickenbacker known as the Rail Campus. Back in 2006 and then again updated in 2018, the Board of Commissioners authorized a Community Reinvestment Area Agreement with the Columbus Regional Airport Authority for the development of industrial facilities at the Rail Campus and allowing for 15-year 100% real property tax abatements. Specifically, this resolution would authorize an assignment and assumption agreement of that original CRA agreement between the County Airport Authority and DRCS, which is a subsidiary of Duke Realty, and that's the contracted developer for the Rail Campus. This agreement would pass along the rights and obligations of the original CRA agreement to the subsidiary, or to a subsidiary of DRCS, known as DRCS Rail Site 8. This is an approximately 37-acre property in the southwest corner of the Rail Campus, and Duke intends to build a speculative 527,000 square foot facility on the site. And this will be the third industrial facility built in the Rail Campus. Pending any questions, we would ask for your approval.
There's no questions. I'll move approval of resolution 36621.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 36621 has been adopted. Resolution number 36821. Resolution to adjust the boundaries of the City of Columbus and the City of Upper Arlington. Case number ANX-15-21.
Good morning, Commissioners. Jenny Snap, Assistant Director, Economic Development and Planning. This resolution is to consider a boundary adjustment of 2.3 acres, more or less, from the City of Columbus to the City of Upper Arlington. This petition was filed by both the City of Columbus and the City of Upper Arlington to adjust 2.3 acres of public right-of-way of Lane Avenue east of North Star Road. This resolution will adjust the boundaries between the two jurisdictions in accordance with the Ohio Revised Code 709.37. The City of Columbus passed ordinance number 0355-21 on March 8th, 2021, agreeing to transfer 2.3 acres to the City of Upper Arlington. The City of Upper Arlington passed ordinance number 15-2021 on March 8th, 2021, accepting the transfer of land from the City of Columbus. Both ordinances were certified by the Franklin County Commissioners for further proceedings in accordance with Ohio Revised Code 709.37. The petitioning municipalities have met all statutory requirements outlined in the section 709.37 of the Ohio Revised Code, and pending any questions, staff requests your approval of this resolution.
If there are no questions, I'll move approval of resolution 368-21.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 368-21 has been adopted. Resolution number 369-21. Resolution authorizing the Board of Franklin County Commissioners to sign the attached discharge of mortgage insurance for Michelle L. Armstrong at 3508 Winmore Place, Columbus, Ohio 43232.
Commissioners, Jenny Snap again, Assistant Director, Economic Development and Planning. I know it's not usually me who does these, but I'm filling in this morning. So this property owner, Michelle Armstrong, received a home loan for $6,000 from Franklin County. The requirements of the housing loan have been satisfied. Property taxes are paid and current, and I would respectfully ask that Commissioners sign the discharge of mortgage instrument on this property.
There are no questions. I'll move approval of resolution 369-21.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 369-20 has been adopted. Resolution number 370-21. Resolution authorizing the Board of Franklin County Commissioners to sign the attached discharge of mortgage instrument for Monica White at 1615 East 8th Street, Columbus, Ohio 43206.
Commissioners, the property owner, Monica White, received a home loan for $1,935 from Franklin County. The requirements of the housing loan have been satisfied. The property taxes are paid and current, and I would respectfully ask that the Commissioners sign the discharge of mortgage instrument on the property.
If there are no questions, I will move approval of resolution 370-21.
Second.
Moved and seconded, Commissioner Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 370-21 has been adopted. Resolution number 371-21. Resolution authorizing the Board of Franklin County Commissioners to sign the attached discharge of mortgage instrument for Robert E. Sherry at 3703 Genesee Avenue, Mifflin Township, Ohio 43219.
Property owner Robert E. Sherry received a home loan for $2,650 from Franklin County. The requirements of the housing loan have been satisfied. The property taxes are paid and current. And I would respectfully ask that the Commissioners sign the discharge of mortgage instrument on this property.
If there are no questions, I'll move approval of resolution 371-21.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 371-21 has been adopted. Resolution number 372-21. Resolution authorizing the Board of Franklin County Commissioners to sign the attached discharge mortgage instrument for Tamika Wakefield at 1241 Cranwood Square South, Columbus, Ohio 43229.
The property owner, Tamika Wakefield, received a home loan for $3,000 from Franklin County. The requirements of the housing loan have been satisfied. The property taxes are paid and current, and I would respectfully ask that the Commissioners sign the discharge of mortgage instrument for this property.
If there are no questions, I'll move approval of resolution 372-21.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 372-21 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have Jobs and Family Services.
Resolution number 373-21. Resolution approving subboard amendments with multiple community agencies for Franklin County out of school time youth summer camp programming, an increase of $1,336,724.49 for a revised amount of $4,176,168.04. Vivian, we cannot hear you.
Hear me? No, not at all.
There we go.
Okay. Good morning, Commissioners. Vivian Turner, Assistant Director. For years, we've funded safe, fun, and enriching summer camps for elementary and middle school students from throughout the county. And after an unprecedented 2020, we are excited to announce that all of this year's summer camps will return to our traditional in-person on-site programming. Youth attending our summer camps will receive academic instruction and support, engage in social emotional learning, gain hands-on experience in science, technology, the arts, engineering, and mathematics, and gain skills in leadership development and much more. But while we're excited to be offering in-person programming again, we recognize that we can't go back to normal. So just as important, each of the programs will also incorporate trauma-informed care, stress management, and more to provide young people with different ways to express how the pandemic has impacted their lives. Several of the funded programs will partner with schools this year to offer on-site programming. So students will be able to attend summer school in the morning, followed by camp activities in the afternoon. It is about providing an opportunity for students who may have struggled online or in a hybrid environment to make up for lost ground while still having fun. This first round of funding supports 14 of a total of 24 community partners. And those 14 providers that are approved today, that will be approved today, will serve approximately 900 youth throughout Franklin County. Pending any questions, I request your approval.
If there are no questions, I will move approval of resolution 37321.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 37321 has been adopted.
Thank you. Have a great Tuesday, Commissioners.
Thank you.
Vivian.
Next, purchasing.
Resolution number 375. Resolution approving purchases for various Franklin County agencies in the amount of $4,217,503.57.
Good morning, Commissioners. Megan Perry, Balanier, Director of Purchasing. Commissioners, this resolution requests your approval of 71 purchase orders for which the county auditor has pre-certified available funding. This week, 7 out of 13 eligible POs are being presented for award to 4 women business enterprises and 3 minority business enterprises. These 7 POs total $87,578.34, which represents 54% of the eligible PO volume and 94% of the eligible PO dollar value. Pending any questions, I respectfully request your approval of this resolution.
If there are no questions, I will move approval of resolution 37421.
Second.
Commissioner, I apologize. We're at
37521. I apologize.
Second.
I should look at my agenda before I do that.
moved and seconded, voting Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution 37521 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next, Board of Commissioners.
Chris, have you been able to join us since I have your?
Yes, Dean, I have.
Thank
Please.
you. Thank you. Resolution number 37721. Resolution regarding travel restrictions for county employees who are traveling on behalf of the county and regarding in-person meetings in response to COVID-19.
Good morning, Commissioners. Chris Long, Deputy Administrator. As you are aware, back in March of last year, travel restrictions on behalf of employees who were traveling for county business was restricted with waivers available via the county administrator. What this resolution will do is extend those travel restrictions through Monday, June 14th, but it will then sunset thereafter. Upon approval of this resolution, agencies will to submit registrations and purchase orders, et cetera, for such travel that will occur after June 15th. Up until that time, the waivers are still available through the county administrator as appropriate. This resolution also continues the encouragement of phone conferencing and remote meetings when appropriate and when available, and will continue to follow CDC and local and state health guidance as it relates to meetings and the like. Pending any questions, would recommend your approval of this resolution.
Hey, John, before you move for passage here, Chris, when does the executive order run out for virtual meetings for official bodies?
At the moment, Commissioner, it's my understanding that the virtual meeting the current authority runs out July 1st. However, there is a provision in the budget bill that passed the House that would extend that through December of this year. That component is currently in the budget that is being considered in the Senate. So it is unclear whether that provision will remain in the budget bill as it proceeds forward. Certainly advocacy continues on behalf of CCAO and others to keep it in. If that provision stays in, virtual meetings would be extended through the end of this calendar year. If it does not stay in July 1st, we are back into the in-person meeting space.
I mean, it just made me think of with this resolution, are we prepared to come back on July 1st, even whatever provisions we need to take? Are we ready for that if we have to?
Yes, Commissioner, we are. We have the clerk, PFM, data center, and WAN and public affairs have all been actively working to ensure that the general session room and the briefing room is prepared. And it's my understanding that even if that provision lifts and we must come back in July, that as commissioners, you would need to be back for votes, but others who are presenting in front of you could be remote. So we are working to have that hybrid technology available so that those who either from a safety perspective or from a convenience perspective would like to participate remotely, they would be able to do so even if you as commissioners would be by law required to physically be present for votes.
Got it. Okay, thank you so much.
There are no further comments or questions. I will move for approval of resolution 377-21.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 377-21 has been adopted. Resolution number 378-21, resolution appointing representatives and alternates to the District 3 Public Works Integrating Committee.
Good morning, Commissioners. Again, pending any questions, would recommend the appointments to the Public Works Integrating Committee as outlined in the resolution.
There are no questions. I will move approval of resolution 378-21.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 378-21 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Very well, that concludes our general business. I see that we've got some representatives of the media here. Are there any questions from members of the media?
Can you hear me?
Yep. Hi, Mark. Good to see you.
Hey, quick question for both of you commissioners. I noticed you obviously haven't named an appointment or appointed a temporary replacement for Commissioner Brown. Do you have a day in mind when you plan to do that? And can you speak just anecdotally, not by naming names, about what kind of interest you're hearing from people who want to be the next county commissioner?
I guess I'll start. I'll say that as soon as possible, we're working very diligently to get someone in place. And so we hope to do that very quickly. With regards to people who have expressed interest, I mean, there are lots, and that's a good thing because when it goes before the Democratic Party Central Committee, there will be a lot of options to consider. And I'm pretty confident that whoever that person is going to be very quality and going to bring a lot to the table to be a part of our 3-member board of commissioners. So I'm excited about the interest, the level of interest that's been expressed. And I don't think, I'm not going to put names out there because it's not my place to do. And I haven't received anything official where you could public record it or anything. So it's just been, people talking or calling or whatever. So, and expressing interest, no one has taken that official step, but I would say from the names that have been put out there so far, I think we'll have a good candidate no matter what. It's my 2 cents. Commissioner O'Grady, do you want to add anything?
I've been contacted by more than a dozen candidates. I think there'll be plenty or potential candidates, I think there'll be plenty of folks for the Democratic Party Central Committee to choose from.
Are there any other questions from members of the media? Okay, seeing that there are none, that concludes our meeting. Everyone, you all have a great week.
Thank you, everyone.